teachers help us out, please? Okay. Thank you, and good morning, everyone. And a special good morning to the IAT students who came at the last minute. Thank you for coming down, and thank you, staff, for bringing them down. And as always, Vanguard, you're awesome. Thank you. Okay. And we want to thank you all for your cooperation. Before we begin, please join me in recognizing a few special guests we have with us today. Dr. Adam Urbanski, President of the Rochester Teachers Association. Commissioner Van White, President of the Rochester School Board. Our chief and my boss, Amy Shivey, Chief of Secondary Schools. And Dr. Myra Ortiz, Director of Bilingual Education for the Rochester City School District. Okay. Thank you. Most of you will agree that our school here at the Franklin campus is an exceptional place. The teachers I have the pleasure of working with every day make it their mission to provide every student who walks through our doors with the high-quality education that they deserve, that you all deserve. They go above and beyond what's required of them, improving both our students' lives and the surrounding community to ensure that our school serves as a beacon of hope and an opportunity for all. We are fortunate to not only have such an incredible faculty here at Vanguard and IAT, but we also have a willing partner and our special guest, Governor Andrew Cuomo. Simply stated, it is the governor's commitment to improving our school system that has changed the educational landscape in New York State. This year alone, he secured a record $24.8 billion in funding for schools across the state. That deserves a round of applause. The governor is here with us today to celebrate the dedication and drive of our educators that our educators demonstrate every day. He understands that it is their commitment to our children that provides them with the chance to succeed and achieve their dreams. Now it is my distinct pleasure to welcome a true friend and champion of all New Yorkers, the 56th governor of New York State, Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are we doing, Vanguard students today? Yeah? Go Q-Dogs, that's what I say. First, to all the education officials who are here, let's give them a round of applause and thank them for what they do. We have my colleague from Albany, Assemblyman Harry Bronson, who's here with us today, and I want to thank him. I'm a little nervous today, I want you to know. This is a big room, big crowd. And I got out of the car, and the first thing they said to me is, "The principal wants to see you." They said that, it brought back a whole raft of bad memories for me when they said the principal wanted to see you. But I'm not in trouble, I don't have detention, my parents are not going to be called, so let's give a big round of applause to Bonnie Atkins for a great job that she does. I'm the 56th governor of the state of New York. How many people in this room voted for me? Oh, that's good. That's good. Most of you can't vote, but I appreciate your honesty. The state government does a lot of things. We do economic development, we do all the transportation, we do all the emergency management, we do all the health care. Probably the most important thing we do is education. Why? Because education is about you and who you turn out to be and how productive you turn out to be and how you lead your life. So when they say you are the future, it's true. And education is going to shape you. And more for your generation probably than any other. My generation, you're old like me, you could find ways to make a living. You could make a living doing manual work. You could always use your hands, use your strength. More and more, you need this to make a living. And especially when you guys go into the workforce, because you're going to be competing with kids all across the globe. Whatever they can build in Rochester, they can build in Asia, they can build anywhere. And you compete then with every workforce. So it's even more and more important that this is as developed as it can be. We spent $25 billion on education, more than ever before. We pay for this beautiful building, this beautiful room, all the meals, the chairs, but you know what the most important piece of the education system is? It's the teacher. It all comes down to the teacher. And being a teacher is an extraordinarily difficult job. I learned that from my mother, who was a school teacher. And she would talk about how hard it was and how many hours and all the heartache that she had, because it's not easy being a teacher. You have to know the material, you have to stay up with the material, and then you have to deal with a lot of students. And people can be tricky. Not everybody is 100% well-behaved all the time, like you guys. You know, you're easy, but some students are actually hard. So being a teacher is truly a difficult profession under difficult circumstances, and it's one of the most important jobs that we have. We wanted to honor teachers, and we wanted to make that point in the state. We wanted to say thank you, and we know how hard you work and how special you are. So we said, we're going to pick a small handful of the best teachers in the state of New York to honor, and really honor them as a reflection on honoring all teachers, because they all deserve to be honored. There are 200,000 teachers in the state of New York. 200,000. We picked the best 60 of 200,000. What percent is 60 of 200,000? Who's good in math? Tick, tick, tick. Who's fast on a device? 0.03%. I'm not exactly sure about that, but it sounds right. And if you say it with authority, maybe nobody will challenge me. So 60 of 200,000. And one of those 60 is in your school. And that's why we're here today. And this gentleman is one highly, highly educated, his bachelor's degree in journalism, master's in media, going for a master's in administration, has a master's degree in teaching, teaches English as a new language, which is a challenging occupation to begin with. And his name is Adel Boulage. Let's give him a big round of applause. Before I bring him up here to join us, it's very fitting. Let me make one last point. It's very fitting that we honor an English as a new language teacher. Because one thing I want you to remember about in these times, something that this state says more than in almost any other state in the country. We understand that this state and this country is made up of people from other places. This country is very unique on the globe. Almost every other country is about one religion, one culture. This country is built on a different premise. This country said to existing countries all around the world, come here. I don't care where you come from. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care who you are. I don't care what religion you are. Come join this country. And many of them first came to New York because of our location. And that's why New York has such diversity. And that's the premise of who we are. So when they start to say, well, you know, you're from this place, you're this religion, you speak this language, you're different than me, you don't belong here, nothing could be further from the truth. Because that is what made America, America. That's what made New York, New York. We said, we open our arms, we invite everybody, and we judge nobody. You come, and if you're willing to work hard and join with us, you come be part of the American family, the New York family. Remember that, especially now, especially with a lot of what you read in the newspaper and you hear on the news, where people want to point to differences and people want to separate. We are one community, and the diversity is our beauty and is our asset. We're black, we're white, we're brown, we're gay, we're straight. You put all of that together. We're Christians, we're Muslims, we're Jews. You put all of that together, and it's called America, and it's called the state of New York. So we invite you to this country, and we say we'll give you a free education, and with that free education, you can become anything you want to be. And starting, we'll teach you the English language, because it will be a new language for you. And that's what Adele does, and that's what we honor him for. We also, as part of this honor, and remember, 60 out of 200,000 is extraordinary, we're going to give him a gift from the state of $5,000 to pursue his educational career. Ladies and gentlemen, Adele Boulage.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming and joining me today for a moment that I never seen coming, and I always dreamt of everything, but I never seen such a moment coming, and why I'm emotional, because this is the fruit of a long journey and a lot of work. And every day when I see any of you guys here, I know that I am here for a good reason. I am here because I'm shaping the future. I am here to teach you, not to teach you knowledge, because knowledge is accessible everywhere today, but what is more important about what we do as teachers, that we teach you how to think. So we are in charge of minds. We are in charge of a whole doctrine of thinking. So what I like best about my job is that it is joyful, yet it is challenging. And the most important part of it is rewarding. And I can see the rewarding every day, and every time, in every face I can see on you that I can see that there is a gift in every child. We just need to unlock that gift. And one of the best ways to do that, and the base of all of it, is connection. I see that I'm successful here because of a highly successful administration. Mrs. Atkin, Mrs. Hall, Mr. Vaca, and everybody who comes here and contribute to your success today. I'm also successful because of all my colleagues that I cooperate and collaborate with them on a daily basis. So that connection, I one time read a research by Louise Moll and I guess her name is Norma Gonzalez, and it called the Fonds of Knowledge. And the Fonds of Knowledge, it refers into what everyone and each of you bring to school today from your own life, from your own personal experience. And I think the successful teacher is that one who transfer from being a teacher to a facilitator and to a learner who is interested to learn about you, because I think the more we learn about you, the better we serve you. And just to end this in a good way, I want to remember a quote from Rita Pearson, who said that every child deserves a champion, an adult who believes in them, an adult who understands the importance of connection, and who insists that he will not give up on them. And that's, I guess, what we do all as a community of learning here in Vanguard, that we see on you what sometimes you don't see even on yourself. And we believe on you more than you actually believe on yourself. So please, sometimes listen to us, and please work with us so we can unlock all the skills and all the gifts that you can contribute to this wonderful country that is a cradle for all civilizations, and that it is welcoming and embracing all ethnicities and all races. So thank you everybody for joining me here, and this is a historical moment for me. And especially I would like to thank Governor Cuomo, who saw that what I do is important, and that means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you.
A portion of that check?
Thank you. Yeah, you absolutely.
Great, perfect. All right, guys, right here at Phil. Oh, sorry. Great, thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you so much. The gentleman in the white, that would be, yeah, come.
Yep. Nice to see you. Where are you from? All from Nepal?
Yeah,
Oh, he's from
This is beautiful.
Come on in. A little tighter. Come on in, buddy. There we go. Get down in there. Feeling good?
Thank you.
Can we thank our governor one more time for taking the time to come to Franklin? And one more round of applause of congratulations from Ms. Adele Bulagi.